So I had a thought the other day. It's time for me to finally speak the words I need to say. It's crazy how my life has turned out this way, what the Lord's been doing, the people that He's put in my life to stay. You see, I went to Bethel for spring break this year, and I found out my team was special because I trusted them enough to actually shed a tear. But before then, my life had been wrapped up in all of this fear that people didn't care for the words that I would say or care to take the time to hear. So let me explain what all's been going on inside my brain and the work the Lord's been doing on my heart. This journey that I took to find truth at the foot of the throne started with the lie that my life wasn't worth being known. Fake hello, how are you? When on the inside I was screaming, you don't even know what I'm going through. But I will say, hey, how can I pray for you? And when asked, I was like, nah man, I'm cool. But on the inside I would die, wishing I could feel safe enough not to lie. And I look around at these churches and I look around at these people and my heart breaks for those kids whose souls are dying beneath the steeple. See, Jesus says, if you're hungry or thirsty, then come to Him. But I have been filled with too much pride to be able to jump in. I've been holding it all together and I've been holding it all in, not knowing what it truly means to trust a friend, and to open up my heart and deal with the hurt within. Asking people to pray for me was a foreign concept. Talking to others about my feelings, non-existent. Hidden pride and untrustfulness plagued my existence, and I was so blinded by the scales on my eyes that I put up no resistance. See, if the church is a hospital, then I was in the ER. So blinded by my spiritual pride, I didn't know I was gone so far. The doctor was already there, but I pushed him away, saying there was nothing to fear, I've got this, I'm good, and I ignored his words of warning like he knew I would. Jesus was yelling, come to me! And I said, no Jesus, I can see just fine. This is just a waste of time. He said, no child, you are mine, but you are sitting in all of this grime, trying to clean yourself with a sponge filled with mud. That's not what I have for you. What I have for you is love. And he kept knocking and he kept trying, and I kept fighting and I kept lying. I was running away from my first love. I was ashamed. I felt unworthy. I wasn't good enough for his love. How could I ever be? And then I heard a small voice whisper, Lauren, you're not finding your worth in me. And that was the moment that my heart stopped. My world caved in and crumbled from the top. I cried out, no, I can. I can fix this. I can stand. And Jesus just patiently took my hand and He held me as I cried, and He wiped the tears from my eyes. He whispered, you are the daughter of the King. I shook my head, no, Lord, I'm not worth anything. He said, no, let me tell you what I mean. I created you in your mother's womb. I saw you every night. You cried alone in your room. I know your thoughts. I gave you those desires. I put that passion within you to take you higher. You are worthy, my daughter, believe it so. I bled and died for you. Now you are white as snow. I don't condemn you for your mistakes. It's your broken heart I wish to take. Let me mend, let me mold. Baby girl, I want you to be whole. You are the apple of my eye. Stop believing this empty lie. Know that I am forever for you. Child, I utterly adore you. You can never lose my affections. You always have my attention. I made the moon and I made the stars, but compared to you, they are rusty old cars. Your worth can only be found in me. Just look to my face and you'll be able to see. That moment that it clicked, my heart came alive. He had taken the scales off of my eyes. There was a renewed joy and passion within my being. The Lord had broke down these walls and reclaimed me as His precious one, healing. Daddy, Daddy, look at me. I believe you now. I can see. I've still got a long way to go, but I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Change my heart. Change everything. To you, may all my praises sing, because I don't want to be fake and I don't want to be a liar. I just want to live my life where every moment I lift you higher. And just because I struggle doesn't make me a bad person. I'm not a broken vessel that's useless for working. In fact, far too often we tell people to suck it up if they're hurting. But being a Christian doesn't mean that we're perfect. Because I am nowhere near perfect. And I don't have it all together. But the Lord is breaking down my pride. These fake auto responses no longer will control my inside. Because I've found that from God's love, there's nowhere I can run, nowhere I can hide.
There are no words that can be said to mess up the divine.
So I pray that every moment of my life, I will strive towards the Lord's face, so that I will truly be alive. For I will forever be deemed the daughter of the King.